In just a few days, two of the most dangerous and undefeated fighters in boxing will collide in a battle for light heavyweight supremacy. Dmitry Bivol, the master of precision and movement, faces off against the relentless knockout machine, Artur Beterbiev. With all 4 world titles on the line, this isn't just any fight. It's a clash of champions that will decide who truly rules the 175-pound division. Will Bivol's slick style be enough to stop Beterbiev's knockout streak? Or will the powerhouse puncher add another victim to his perfect record? Let's break down this high-stakes showdown. Dmitry Bivol will need to stand his ground at some point during his fight against Artur Beterbiev on October 12th, or risk being overpowered. Bivol, 23-0, 12 KOs, known for his excellent movement and technical skill, is the current WBA light heavyweight champion. He typically relies on his footwork to control fights and outpoint opponents, but against a relentless power puncher like Beterbiev, 20-0, 20 KOs, movement alone may not be enough. Beterbiev, who holds the IBF, WBC, and WBO light heavyweight titles, is known for his aggressive style, having won all 20 of his fights by knockout. In this highly anticipated clash for light heavyweight supremacy, the two undefeated champions will meet in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, live on DAZN PPV to determine who is truly the best in the division. With both fighters holding world titles and undefeated records, this fight will decide the undisputed 175-pound king. Promoter Eddie Hearn, who represents Bivol, is counting on him to come out on top in this showdown. A win for Bivol would not only unify the light heavyweight division, but it could also open the door for a lucrative rematch with boxing superstar Canelo Alvarez. Bivol previously defeated Canelo in 2022 in a massive upset at light heavyweight, where Canelo stepped up from his usual weight class to challenge Bivol for his WBA belt. Canelo has expressed interest in becoming the undisputed champion at 175 pounds. But for that to happen, Bivol would need to hold all 4 major titles. Without those titles, the chances of Canelo pursuing a rematch with Bivol are much slimmer. Therefore, this fight carries huge stakes, not only for light heavyweight supremacy, but also for Bivol's future career prospects, as a victory could lead to even bigger paydays and fights. Bivol's strategy will likely involve trying to stay on the move and avoid Beterbiev's devastating punches. However, as boxing analyst Oladipo pointed out, Bivol will eventually have to engage in exchanges with Beterbiev. Simply relying on movement won't be enough, as Beterbiev has shown he can also move well and close the distance quickly. Beterbiev is not just a brawler. His extensive amateur background proves that he is a skilled and intelligent fighter. He has the ability to cut off the ring, forcing his opponents into uncomfortable positions where they are forced to trade punches. Oladipo highlighted that although Beterbiev has a reputation as a knockout artist, people tend to overlook his boxing ability. Beterbiev's inside game is particularly dangerous, and his size and strength advantage make him a formidable opponent for anyone in the division. Bivol, known for his technical skills and precision, will need to find the right balance between avoiding Beterbiev's power and standing his ground when necessary. It's important to remember that Beterbiev is not invincible, even though he has knocked out all 20 of his opponents. He has been knocked down twice in his career, once by Callum Johnson in 2018 and earlier by Jeff Page in 2014. Both knockdowns came from heavy punches, but Beterbiev showed resilience by quickly recovering and going on to win both fights by knockout in the following rounds. The knockdown against Callum Johnson was particularly significant because Johnson is a known power puncher, and Beterbiev was caught with a clean shot that floored him in the 4th round. However, Beterbiev's ability to bounce back and stop Johnson shortly after shows his toughness and composure under pressure. While Bivol is not known for his knockout power, he has only 12 KOs in 23 wins. He is a more accurate puncher and could potentially find openings if Beterbiev overcommits. In the context of the light heavyweight division, Beterbiev and Bivol are widely regarded as the top two fighters. This upcoming fight is seen as a true battle between 1 and 2 in the division, with no clear challenger close to their level. There are other talented fighters at light heavyweight, including Joshua Buatsi, Anthony Yarde, and David Benavidez. But none of them are currently in a position to challenge the undisputed title right now. Benavidez and David Morrell have recently moved up to 175 pounds, and there's still the possibility that they could shake up the division in the future. However, for now, the focus is on Beterbiev vs. Bivol. The outcome of this fight will not only determine who is the undisputed light heavyweight champion, but it will also influence the future landscape of the division, as the winner will likely face more high-profile opponents down the line. Fans and analysts alike are eagerly anticipating this fight, with many expecting it to be one of the best matchups of the year, due to the contrasting styles and the high stakes involved. The stakes for this fight between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol go beyond just titles and records it has the potential to shape the future of the light heavyweight division, and possibly even impact the boxing landscape for years to come. If Bivol manages to outmaneuver Beterbiev and unify the light heavyweight titles, it would solidify his position as the undisputed champion and enhance his already growing reputation. A win would also position him as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, adding significant prestige to his career. More importantly, it would also open up the door to massive paydays, particularly in the form of a rematch with Canelo Alvarez, who has hinted at wanting to fight for the undisputed crown at 175 pounds. A Bivol victory could trigger a wave of new matchups and rivalries, as other contenders like Joshua Buatsi, Anthony Yarde, and David Benavidez would inevitably line up for a shot at the belts. However, if Beterbiev wins, it will confirm what many boxing fans and experts have long believed, that he is one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport. With his unblemished record of 20 knockouts in 20 fights, Beterbiev has proven time and time again that his power is unmatched in the light heavyweight division. A victory over a highly skilled and undefeated champion like Bivol would reinforce the idea that Beterbiev is not just a knockout artist, but a complete fighter capable of beating the very best. If Beterbiev becomes the undisputed light heavyweight champion, it could also open up crossover opportunities, possibly even enticing big names from other divisions to move up and challenge him. The appeal of a dominant knockout artist always draws attention, and Beterbiev's aggressive style could lead to even more high-profile matchups in the near future.